Mi gente! Welcome to the Swift Pixels episode 1.5. And the reason why I call it 1.5 is because, as promised in the descriptions of the very first video I created, this here is the very first ever commentary edition. So, let's go forward. Now, my name is Nelson V. Carrasquillo. I don't expect you to be able to say that, but it's okay. You can just call me Nelson. And now, as you see in front of you, justifiableconcepts.com, the place I call my home. So let's go ahead and begin. I am in Photoshop, for those who are unsure. Right now I'm showing you that I have put a mask on these layers separately, clothes flats and skin flats. What that does is allow me to paint quicker. As you see with the paint tool there, helps me stay within the lines. They always told me I had a problem coloring within the lines when I was in school. And I say unto them, do not put your stupid rules on me. I am an artiste. Not really, I was too young. I wasn't as sassy back then. What I'm doing there is you'll see that I have a second window open there to the left. Very, very handy tool. However, at this moment I am using it incorrectly, or I should say not to its best potential. It's always good to have a pulled out view of your piece, help you recognize the piece as a whole, see how it's doing. Currently, there you go, see how I fixed it? Nice and small there for you. Good job, Nelson, good job. Well, thank you. And sometimes you see me pause. Now, that's me looking at the piece. But to be honest, on that section there, that was me being distracted. It's my Instagram, man. I got to check it. Help me. I have a problem. Yes, I'm laughing at myself. Don't judge. So what you see there is a change, or a change up, I should say, of how I do certain things. Sometimes I like to pull out the gradient tool, which I love to use that circular gradient. Sometimes I'm using my brushes. Now you see the tool preset there on the very top towards the right section. You'll see me monkey around with a good amount of different brushes there. Currently what you see there, the Carlson, Taper Carlson, all that jazz, comes from the Oatley Academy. And yes, I am a current student, or I should say now lifetime member of the Oatley Academy's Magic Box. And let me tell you something, folks. I am at the level I am now, which isn't saying too much, but I'm at the level I am now thanks to that place. So if you're ever curious, go ahead and ask me questions in the comments down below. Answer them as best as possible. But quick review, definitely worth the money. Now you see here, I let my love of comic books show, as well as my love for the one and only Adam Hughes. And I show that in the way of outlining. So you see me doing heavy outline in certain areas. Other areas are not so heavy. But to me, there's something about that look. But I like my lines colored, so I don't always have them black, which is traditional in a comic. So it's a good idea sometimes to remove the distractions visually within Photoshop. If you press F a couple of times, that black screen will pop up, and you can see your beautiful art all by itself. Press F one more time, back in business, y'all. Noodle, noodle, noodle. I noodle every day. What can I say? I'm a noodler. What you see me doing right there, real quick, because this video is sped up 18 times. What you see me there doing is creating, or I should say looking at the black and white version of my piece. The way I do that, if you look over in the layers section on the right there at the very top, I have something labeled value check. Real simple. It's a layer that I colored all white, and I put the layer option to color. What that does is set up a nice easy way to check your values. Gotta make sure things are nice and readable. Don't get to see big hats too often, but seeing as my character Frankie here is very vintage inspired, I felt it was quite befitting of the young lass. As often said, best makeup is a smile. So I often create pinups with smiles. Every now and then you'll see me try and attempt that sexy scowl, but you know, I like to have me some fun. Quick note on that flipping is always a good idea to make sure that you look at your paintings again in different perspective. Flipping of the canvas, very nifty tool to do that. Make sure things aren't too wonky. And there's my attempt at cross-hatching. Now I know what you're saying, Nelson, how can you be so fast? I'm not. Again, 18 times sped up. More line noodling. And a little bit of the artificial highlights there. And yes, for those with a keen eye, that is a low-cut chuck that she's wearing. Love me my Converse. And though you see me flipping, I probably should do the flipping of the canvas more often than I do actually. Here I cut to the future. I forgot to press record, but what I did is I added a square shape, connected a layer with the background details you see there. Me pumping it in and out. Did a little line work. Realized I wasn't recording. Hit that record button, and then I started up. I'd like to take this moment to do a shout out to the late great Bob Ross. Have my happy little bushes over there. Maybe some critters live there. Let's just go ahead and add a little more. Yeah, there you go. Just like that. Make up your own world. Maybe there's little happy bugs sitting in that bush. You don't know. Whatever you want. It's your world. Create it. The man's an inspiration. However, I can't get backgrounds or beautiful, majestic scenery as he does, so I rely on certain tricks. That being, or one of them being, something that you'll see come up pretty soon, where I blur the background with the lens blur. I know you're saying, why are you putting so much detail or attention to the background? You're just gonna blur it out. Well, don't want it to look too artificial. And I also know what you're saying too. Nelson, isn't this a summer piece? Why isn't she at the beach? And I say unto thee, don't tell me what to do. I'm the artist. No, just kidding. Look, I just wanted to do something a little different. Everyone's at the beach. Frankie chose to go to the lake. Right here, I'm experimenting with the heavy outline. And it came out okay. It's a little shaky though. I'm always trying to find quick ways in Photoshop to do these things. And I do not believe I found that way, but it was worth a shot. Or maybe I'm doing it wrong. We'll see. But most likely I'll figure something different to do. Try that out next time around. And there's the piece. So I want to take this time and thank you guys for watching. And I do appreciate it. If you have any questions, any comments, please feel free to put them down in the comment section. I'll read them. Also, if you'd like to share, I'm not going to hold you back. Go ahead and give that video a thumbs up or thumbs down if you're so inclined to be so rude. Put my heart out there, you're just going to give me a thumbs down? I'm just kidding. Do what you want to do. I thank you anyways for watching. Till next time, take care.